I don't think that they are afraid of drag queens or even really think that drag queens are dangerous. I think that they know that hairspray and some fabrics are really flammable. And when they talk about it, they could start a little fire that might distract us from the real issues, which is gun safety and the true safety of children. A majority of the states that are now proposing anti-drag ban laws are some of the most popular states for child pageantry, where they're sexualizing young girls and dressing them up. They're also the states where it's legal to marry a minor. They're not really after protecting children. I think what they're after is distracting from some of their more diabolical policies and things to maybe attack the trans community and protect their precious gun laws. I really feel truly, just by looking at some of these bills and laws that are being proposed, they're so vague that in actuality, when someone's living their day-to-day life, walking around the street, they could be in danger just if they're wearing an article of clothing that's the opposite gender. I mean, I'm appearing at Florida SuperCon in Miami, which is a convention where people are dressed up like superheroes, and we're tiptoeing around the fact of whether or not I could even have a drag queen like at my booth, dressed up like one of my Mean Girls co-stars. So it's kind of like, when does it end? Does it end when Hairspray comes to town or Harry Styles wants to wear a dress? These laws are so vague to begin with. I think that they know that LGBTQ people fight, and people of color fight for their rights. And if they could distract us on other things, that we're not going to be fighting for the causes that we really need to be doing to protect children in our country.
So very similar to that, I definitely think they don't actually care. They don't actually, they're not afraid of drag queens. They don't actually feel an immense amount of disdain towards gay people. I think it's definitely a distraction. And I like to use the analogy of, if you have a box and you fill half of it with black ants and half of it with fire ants, they coexist peacefully. They just go about their day. But if I take that box and I shake it, they'll start attacking each other. And they think that the other group is the one that caused all this misfortune in their lives. And while they're busy fighting, which they're not fighting me, and I'm the one who shook the box, I can steal whatever they have from them while they're distracted. And I think that especially a conservative voter base, they use fear against them, and they say, something's going wrong in your life, I'm going to give you an enemy, and I'm going to tell you that that's the enemy that's causing all of the misfortune and all the pain in your life. And then you have created martyrs. And I think that that's what they've done by, there's always an enemy and they rotate. And right now it's heavy on the LGBTQ community, drag queens and trans people. And that's just where we are at the moment.
Yeah. That's an amazing metaphor. I don't know where you found enough fire ants to actually test that, but I appreciate the scientific rigor there. So look, I agree with both of you that it is a distraction. Although, Danielle, as you were pointing out, it's obviously a distraction that has a cost. It has a cost not only in the legislation that's already been passed in many states, dozens of bills currently being considered, normalization of more harassment and violence against drag queens, against trans people, against gay people. So like, it's simultaneously a distraction that we don't think the vast majority of the elites that are spreading it really give a damn about, but it's also a distraction that we can't really afford to ignore because there's an actual cost to it. And we're never gonna change the minds of the elites because, as you guys point out, they don't actually believe it anyway, and you can't change a mind that doesn't actually hold that position.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.